So what questions do you guys have for me?
Is there a quarterback that's starting to separate themselves at all?
No, they're all playing at a high level, all of them, and so that's a good sign. Makes it more difficult. We asked them to make it difficult for us, and so they're doing that, and we just got to keep giving them situational work like today and some live work, even though the quarterbacks aren't live. Kind of seeing them, the decision-making process for them. Are they making great decisions in really difficult times? You know.
Kalani, with the situation with Pokai, are you concerned now with your running back depth?
No, I mean we've had a deep group for a while now. We're still waiting on what happens with Folau, with Hinckley, and so. But I feel really confident with the rest of the guys. Obviously, the entire group. But we moved Preston Rex over there, and he's getting some good work, and Siona's doing great there. So I think we'll be in a good spot still.
Outside of Chase, there's not a ton of experience in the wide receiver group. How do you feel they're coming along?
Yeah, Parker's got a lot of experience. I mean, I think JoJo's getting more, but they're gonna be fine. The talent's there. It's just putting it all together and making sure they're learning our system. It's the new guys like Reggie and Cody. But Cody's been here, so I think he's adapting really well. It's just a matter of getting him, shaking the mission legs off, and I think he's got him. He looks like the kid that ran routes in Corner Canyon. So I'm excited to see him. I thought he had a really good day today. The rest of the guys are doing great. Chase is leading the group, and I think that there's a lot of talent there. They just need to get used to our system and Fessie's expectations.
You're hoping going into week 2. What do you want to see as far as getting better?
Yeah, well, we got a lot. We live work now, so last week was more of we're kind of acclimating to the game with pads on, and now we're going to be, other than we had shoulder pads and helmets, but now we're going to be in full gear quite a bit. And I've said this before. I don't know any other way to get better at football than practicing it and having those sparring sessions. And so today was a good amount of live work. I'm sure guys got banged up, but that's okay. We just got to keep rolling with it.
There's also a scrimmage this weekend. You hope that will bring some separation in the quarterback battle?
Yeah, I mean everything matters, and so factors into it. Obviously, that scrimmage, we're going to have a full ref crew there, so we're going to be at the stadium. So I imagine the guys are going to be ready for that and be excited. We're trying to simulate what a game would be like, and I think that'll be a good moment for them. But it all matters right now.
You talk about playing the bad snap. How concerned are you with? Has that been an issue throughout camp? Some bad snaps from Bruce and Kyle?
No, I think it's hard when you have number 57 lining up right head up on you, so that makes things. I mean, we've had some really good D tackles do that to centers, and so he'll get used to it. It's just hard when you have a beast in front of you that you have to snap the ball and you have to move and keep him away from the quarterback or away from the ball carrier. So that's a hard task, but Bruce will be fine. I mean, it was one snap today that was errant. Other than that, it was a perfect day for him.
To follow up on Tanavasa,
Oh, sorry.
Seeing him with pads, how impressive you've been with him in camp with the pads now on?
Yeah, I mean he's always been an explosive player, but seeing him work with Sione and with Gary and with Jay and now I think you guys can see it. He's a different guy, and he's kind of matured into his adult body, and it also helps that he knows the playbook. And he's not struggling trying to memorize stuff, and so in fact he has ideas and thoughts on how we can block things, and that's when you got a guy that's kind of a veteran, and we can count on him, and he's becoming a leader too. And I said it before, the first 2 years LJ didn't talk much, and then now he's speaking up, and guys are listening.
How is Tanner Wall adapting to his leadership role?
Yeah, Tanner's always been a great leader for us, and I think even when he was playing special teams and had a limited role in defense, he was doing some really good things for us as a leader. So we'll always need that leadership. We have good quality leaders on the team, and I don't think you need to be a starter to be a leader, but it helps that he's had a significant amount of reps and starts under his belt, so we can lean on him. But I think the key to leadership is just if what they're saying makes sense, and if it's true, then we just abide by it. But it takes great guys to want to follow and humble guys that want to follow in order for a leader to excel. And Tanner's always been comfortable saying the right things at the right time.
Coach, has any of the freshmen or the guys coming back from the missions impressed you or stuck out?
Yeah, they all have. I mean, I've been impressed with all the talent that we see. The guys are here, and I think something that's a little bit, and I probably shouldn't mention, but it's like the D line, the new guys at the D line have done a great job understanding what we want from them, becoming really disruptive, and I have to give a lot of credit to those coaches that are getting them ready. So there's a lot of talent there, and probably not as much experience, and probably not a lot of known players other than Keanu, but those guys in JT. But those guys are going to get the job done, and we feel really excited about the depth at that team and at that position and how competitive those guys are.
You talked about wanting to play football to get better at it. Have you revised how often you may go live during this camp yet?
Yeah, I mean we talk about it with our sports science group. We know how far we can push them. There's going to be a lot of times in practice that we'll go live. Even if it's not a live, there's obviously live days, but even if we're not meant to be live, I think if we put full pads on, then how can you put full pads on and never go live? So we'll find ways for those guys to just spar and get better.
Coach, you talked about LJs. Anybody else really stepping up as a vocal leader on the offensive side?
Yeah, they all are. I mean, the whole entire O line's doing that. I mean, you got Jada and you have Carson Ryan's becoming a leader. You have Andrew Gentry's becoming a leader, and Bruce Mitchell. I mean, all those guys. Waylon's always been a leader for us. Austin Lusa. So, I mean, Sonny Macassini. There's a lot of guys that we can count on that to be leaders for us, and I'm sure leaving out a couple. But the O line are the biggest guys. Everybody listens when they talk, and fortunate for us, we have a lot of experienced guys there. All right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. Battle wounds.
He's got a few.
You got a few of them here. Look at this.
Well, how would you evaluate second week getting in pads? It's got to feel a little more like real football now, right?
Yeah, it's been good. First day going at it, tackling to the ground is, it feels good just to be back at it. The physicality of the game is never lost. You always got to keep going. But it's just a good start. We're only second week, beginning of the second week, so we still got much to improve on and a long way till our goal. So we still just got to keep going.
Where have you improved the most as a linebacker?
I feel like just being able to know my assignment, my job, and then being able to act upon it. It's been good. I've been in this defense starting around like 2.5 years now, so got to get to know it for a little while. So it's been good.
When it comes to this defense in particular, you said you've been in it 2.5 years. What's the most difficult part to master?
I would say just we have a lot of plays. Just being able to memorize each and every one of them, and then what comes along with those plays, as well as checks and formations that we run certain things out of. It's a very complicated defense, but not too complicated for us. We spend a lot of time practicing and upstairs in the film room, just making sure we're dialed in, trying to keep those plays fresh in our minds.
How much better can this defense get this year, in your opinion?
Oh man, I think for us the sky's the limit, man. I feel like we're gonna go all the way this year. That's my goal and the expectation we have as a team. And right now we're just building style, putting together the building blocks to make that happen.
What are some of the goals that you have individually coming out of camp and then during the season?
Individually, I want to be all Big 12, most definitely. And then going in, I want to be undefeated, as a team. Coming out, and we left some out on the field last year, and I want those back, And not just me, it's also just a team thing, a goal for everyone here.
Coach talked about the defensive line, said the young guys have been stepping up along the front. Have you noticed that with them in front of you?
Yes, they're doing good. We got a lot of big guys. They're young, but they're definitely not lacking in athleticism and size, and so they're getting the defense little by little, and it's been pretty good.
What's it like playing with Keanu?
It's amazing. He's a leader on and off the field. He helps speak up for us, and he also helps lead, and he's a really good leader in all of the whole team's eyes, and so it's been really nice just being able to rely on him and play with him on the field.
What do you take from Isaiah and Jack in particular, just because they were so accomplished a year ago?
Oh yeah, they're amazing. Zay's freakishly athletic. He's good. So is Jack. Just having those two guys who've played a lot. On both sides of me, it helps me and the whole team and the whole defense as a whole. And so those guys are phenomenal, and can't wait to see what they can do this year.
What's like your favorite thing to accomplish on the defense? Like maybe picking a pass, getting the quarterback.
Yeah, picking the ball is definitely nice, but here in our linebacker room, we like sacks, and so we have Coach Chad, who's been dialed in with us since day one, making sure that we know our pass rush moves and just strike and shed those linemen. And he has such an arsenal of moves that he's been teaching us, and that we've been able to incorporate into our defense as a linebacker core, and it's been amazing.
We're good.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Yali.
Yeah.
I asked him before we went.
All right, Chase. Give me a couple things that you and your pops did growing up that you think helped you get to where you are here.
The awesome thing about my dad, he did play here at BYU, and he was a great athlete. He let me play all the sports that I wanted to. There was no specific, you're doing this, we're going out and we're working on this and this. He let me just go play all the sports that I wanted, be with my friends, baseball, basketball, football, whatever I wanted to do. He was supportive, and he was going to help me be the best athlete that I could be in each sport. And I think it's helped me a lot in my athletic career, just being the best receiver that I could be, basketball with a crossover and a little jump shot, jumping, baseball, hand-eye coordination, being in the outfield, tracking the ball. So I'm grateful for his example and letting me kind of just play all those sports and have fun as a little kid.
You've been a leader on this team for a while now, but especially this year in the receiving group, because there's not a ton of experience. You've got guys in the program, but not like you with 5 years. Do you even assume more of that leadership role in that group?
Yeah, of course. I pride myself in that, and I want to be the best leader that I can possibly be. First, making plays on the field. I think that's the best way, and then making sure everyone's in the right place, being confident on and off the field. Putting my arm around them off the field, making sure that they're okay, that their life's in balance, at least they're striving to be, and helping them out in any way I can. And I think that's what a good leader does, and that's what I strive to be. So.
What do you see out of this group? I mean, Parker and JoJo have been here, but Tigers come in, some other
Yeah.
guys have come in. How do you evaluate this group?
Yeah, I feel like they are great athletes, number one, which always helps. But more importantly, they're great people, and they're very smart, know the playbook really well. And that only took them like a couple weeks to get, which was very impressive. And I feel like that adds a lot of greatness to our wide receiver room when you're dialed in, when you're ready to play, and when you're excited to go out and play football and make some plays. So I think we can just take it to the next level and make those contested catches, be those dogs on the field, and block and finish our assignment every play. And we're going to have a deep room this year.
What stuck out to you about the quarterback so far through camp?
That they're all making plays. That they've shown that they can run, they can scramble, that they can make every throw possible, and we're very confident in each of them. And they've just taken a step forward every single practice, and I'm excited to see kind of who pulls away.
How many reps did you get with those guys before camp and kind of on a shorter timeline?
Yeah, I mean, we've been getting reps all spring, all summer, all last year they were here, and we rotate a lot. So I'm already very confident in those guys. We've already got a lot of banked reps, and over the summer, I mean, we were every day. We were throwing. You should have seen the work that those guys were putting in, especially when they found out that they had a chance to be the starter with Jake leaving, and so it was pretty impressive to see them, and we got after it. So we're definitely not behind the 8 ball when it comes to reps.
Chase, how has the intensity been so far in practice?
Yeah, that's not something that we're lacking right now in fall camp, right? The first week, you're out there flying around, gets a little chippy at times, but that's offense, defense. We don't really like each other when it comes to practice. But after we hug each other, we love each other, and we're a team when it comes to it. So them play so well.
How long have you been rocking the Whoop band, and what kind of impact?
Yeah. It's been awesome. I think mostly just sleep. We have like a little group with our team, keeping each other accountable when it comes to sleep, checking our sleep score and stuff like that. So it's been good.
What's the goal? 8 hours a night?
8 hours at least, yeah.
Anyone on the defensive side, as far as the cornerbacks, have impressed you so far?
Yeah, there's been, I think all of them have been playing really well. Maury's really, really fast and quick and long. It's hard to get around Maury. Evan Johnson, all those guys. Cabella has been stepping it up. He's going to be a great player for us. So I'm excited for each of them to play this year and to step up and make a lot of plays. They've been Trey Alexander. You saw a little play a couple days ago that he made, and he's been looking good. So.
Jake, what do you feel is the strength of this offense?
The strength of this offense, I feel like there's not really a weakness when it comes to our offense, and we're very solid at every point when it comes to the run game, the pass game. We're going to have a quarterback that's going to be elusive. All the guys can run and do their thing there. So I don't really know if there's a specific strength. I don't see a weakness. I feel like there's going to be plays made all over the place when it comes to deep balls, screen passes, running the ball, whatever it takes. We're going to be able to get it done. So.
Jake wasn't afraid to launch it up. I mean, I think they had 4 passes over 50 yards last year. Do you see that same long ball threat, and do you want to be a part of that?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's BYU football. We're definitely going to sling it, play action passes. That's our play. So you're going to see a bunch of that this year.
What have you seen from Cody and Reggie? You saw them get some time with the ones today. What
Yeah.
kind of camp have they had?
They've been awesome. They've been stepping up every single day, especially when it comes to that intensity that we were talking about, and just showing that they can play in big time games and make big time plays. So excited for them and the rest of fall camp, and get them prepared for when it comes game time, because they're going to get some reps for sure.
All right, thanks.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.